Damn, it has been a hot minute. I'm literally burning right now at the moment as well. I don't even know if it's just this light. I know. Who the hell is this chick right in front of you? It's Nana. I'm back. Hi, how y'all doing? Today, I'm like super excited because I have a new palette. I have a new palette that I'm gonna be playing around with, that I'm super excited because it's a collab made with ColourPop and Kathleen Lights, and I just love Kathleen. I feel like she's one of the most genuine YouTubers, and she's just like she seems really like down to earth. I feel like all the products that she either comes out with or collabs with, it's just bomb. I mean, I don't try out every single one of them, but this palette, I had to try it. It was like one of those things that as soon as I saw it back in stock, because when it came out, it literally ran out of stock like in 2 minutes, so I wasn't able to pick it up. But when they restocked, I was like, I'm not even gonna waste my time, I'm gonna pick it up right now. So I bought it. It did take a minute to get here, just because, you know, when you live in Canada, everything takes longer. But it's here. I'm not even gonna like talk more shit because I'm super happy that it's finally in my hands. And I've been wanting to play with this palette for a minute now. As I got it, I did already swatch it, I did already touch it, I did already open it, because I was like too damn excited to not do that. But I haven't actually played around with it on my eye, so we're gonna be doing that today. And it's actually even more exciting for me because I've never really tried ColourPop eyeshadow palette. I do have one, which I think I got in like my BoxyCharm at one point, but it's been a minute, and it's just like shimmery eyeshadows. And this one is not just shimmery eyeshadows, it's like matte and shimmeries, and I think it has even like a different type of formula, like glitter press shadows, and also the Super Shock ones, which is like that bouncy kind of moussey kind of formula. So I'm really excited. This is what the palette looks like. I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen it all over social media. You know, it's like, it's new, but it's not like new, you know, so like people have already done tutorials and everything with it. But just the packaging itself, it's gorgeous. I really vibe with her in terms of like the color scheme that she goes with, and just in general, like even the packaging. I mean, this packaging is gorgeous. I just love it, and it just feels nice quality, you know. It doesn't feel like super cheapy or anything like that. You know what, bitch? It's worth it, okay? Because it's Kathleen. Her name is on this palette, so I think it's gonna be worth it. Look at this beauty. I mean, look at this beauty. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god, I just touched it. But yeah, look at the palette. Oh my god. So it just looks so gorgeous that I want to play around with everything. But it comes down to that point where you're like, okay, but what exactly are you going to be doing today? Because I want to do different types of looks. And I feel like with this palette, you can do so many types of looks as well. Like, I was looking at it. I was like, before even doing the video, I was like just kind of scanning all of the shades. And I was like, okay, you can definitely like separate this into like either 6 like small shadow palettes. Like, for example, this one being one, this one being another, this one being another, this one being another, this one being another. So like there's definitely different kind of like color schemes that you can do with this palette. I think in today's video, what I want to do is kind of do 3 eyeshadow looks that are a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more out there, and then I think I'm gonna do a different video doing either like just 1 eyeshadow palette or 3 eyeshadow looks as well, but they are a little bit more wearable, because that's what I like about this palette. You have a lot of like, they're still kind of neutral, you know what I mean? Like, you still have kind of like your everyday kind of tones, like this one, you know, all of these are kind of like everyday colors that you're gonna be comfortable wearing for an everyday type of thing. I'm burning. The sucky part is you don't get a mirror. It would be nice if it had a mirror, because it would be a huge ass mirror. And as far as I know, this is like the first really big eyeshadow palette that ColourPop comes out with, and I'm glad that it's with Kathleen, because again, I feel like all of her collaborations are always on point. I feel like she never really disappoints her, you know, subscribers or just her fans in general. I feel like she always comes through with it. So we're just gonna play around with it. Again, it's going to be my first time kind of trying out ColourPop formula as well in terms of eyeshadows, because I haven't really played around with eyeshadow palettes from ColourPop. I feel like I'm blabbing so much, and I feel like I look like I'm sweating, but it's just I'm hot. I'm hot and this light is bright, and I don't know. I just yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my concealer as a base on this eye. Okie dokie, I am back with the first look. Yeah, it took me a hot minute because I was here enjoying doing my makeup, and you know how it goes. You know how it goes. So this is the first eyeshadow look. I was looking at it and I was like kind of thinking of even popping a little bit of period, this one right here, right in the inner corner, and I think I am gonna pop a little bit of it just because I feel like it'll tie everything in together. So
let's just put a little bit right here. This shade is gorgeous. It's like a greeny gold shade, and
paired how I paired it. Wow, Nana. Paired with this emerald shade is just gorgeous. Like, I put emerald right on top of Jade, which is this matte kind of army kind of shade, and it just really made this other eyeshadow pop. I'm in love with the shade, with the colors of this entire look, and I feel like it looks very like smoky and like sultry, but it's very wearable. It's still, you know. I did put on some liner because, you know, whenever you're doing a very dramatic look, you just gotta put some liner on. You just gotta, okay? You just gotta. But yeah, I'm in love with this eyeshadow. All of the shades that I used for this look worked perfectly fine. The only thing I did notice was Carnelian, which is this shade right here, did have a little bit more of like pickup. So whenever you put your brush in there, you can definitely see it like just kind of a little bit of a powdery kind of thing going on. But I didn't care because honestly, like, you guys saw how pigmented the shadow is. So I feel like because of the fact that it has a lot of pigment, it is a little bit more powdery. The same thing with Citrine, which is this yellowy kind of mustardy kind of color. Same thing with that shade. It is quite pigmented, but it is a little bit powdery. So whenever you dip your brush in there, you are gonna notice a little bit of like that pickup kind of thing going on. But I personally, I don't really care about that. As long as the eyeshadows are pigmented, they show up on my lids, I don't care. If there's a little bit of powder, I literally, like, all it takes is just like one blow and it's gone. Okay, it's gone. You don't have to worry about it. So yeah, I love the shade kind of look that I got going on. I feel like it's very pretty. It's something a little bit different. Like, it's definitely out of my comfort zone, and yeah, I think like that's the entire point of like a colorful shadow palette, you know. Okay, let's just get into the next look because I'm talking too much. Alrighty guys, so this is the second eye look that I created with the So Jaded palette. I mainly worked with this section of colors right here. I mean, I did also, you know, went in this one. I feel like that's gonna be one of the most used out of this entire palette because it's a very nice transition color. You can pop that on with any of the other shades and it just works really, really well. I also use GEO Dude, this one right here. I feel like with any of the matte shades that are just like nice and pigmented, you're gonna get a little bit of kickback. Not pickup. I said pickup in the other. Okay, anyways, so that's what I meant by it's just a little bit powdery, not pickup, kickback. The same thing with turquoise, which is the main shade that I used in this eye look. It's quite powdery, but I mean you guys can see the pigment on there. It's really, really nice and pigmented, but it's blendable, which I think it's one of the most important things whenever you're using color like this. You want it to be pigmented, but you want it to be easy to blend, and this one honestly just blended like butter. Like I didn't have an issue. I did work in sections. I always do that when it comes to color, just because, you know, if not, it will be a little bit harder to blend, but with this I didn't struggle at all. I also used the color Sapphire, which is this one. This is like a dark blue, gorgeous shade. That one actually surprisingly didn't have as much kickback as turquoise, but it was still nice and pigmented. I actually used that to darken up like the outer V, and it looks gorge. It looks gorge if you ask me. And then I use Aquamarine, which is a really, really beautiful shade. This one right here, I popped that on the center of the lid. And then obviously I had to use a little bit of Opal, which is the pressed glitter. Now you don't have to use those glitter on your eyes if you don't feel comfortable with it, but I honestly, I mean, I don't care. If I want like the full shebang, I'm gonna do it, you know what I mean? And I think you should too. Just be careful, you know, try to like close your eye and be careful with how you're applying it. You can use a glitter primer. I do have one, but I was just too lazy to get up and get it, but whatever, you know, whatevs. But yeah, it just looks, I mean, it looks so bomb. I love this eye look. It's definitely more out there. It's definitely more intense, and you know, maybe it wouldn't be like your everyday kind of look, but it's gorgeous. And then on the lower lash line, why am I yelling? And then on the lower lash line, I use Amethyst, which is just such a pretty purple, like kind of sparkly. It's like a metallic-y, but not super metallic-y, so I just popped that right underneath there. And I actually put a little bit of ametrine. I don't know how you say that. I think it's ametrine right here. I just put a little bit of that like on the lower lash line as well, just to kind of smoke it out a little bit, but not too much. And yeah, those are all the shades that I use with this look. The inner corner, I actually use a little bit of Moonstone and Fluorite. This Fluorite shade has a little bit of like a purpley golden, it's a very interesting shade. I don't even know if you guys can see it on the camera, but it's a really, really beautiful color. And I just popped that on the inner corners just to kind of you know, open up my eyes a little bit because they're hella smoky right now. But yeah, I love this eyeshadow look. I feel like it looks very nice and smoky and blended. Like nothing looks patchy. You can definitely see that the pigment is on there. It just looks gorgeous. It just looks gorgeous. Don't mind underneath of my eyes because it did get a little bit of fallout, and then I put concealer on top and it was just a mess. I don't really care anymore because I'm gonna do another look, so whatever, let's go. Oh, okay, so after like 10 hours of filming and doing different looks, holy, I feel like because it's my first time like filming again after a very long time, it just feels like super overwhelming because I did like three different looks on the same, like, you know, back to back to back. So yeah, I'm a little bit overwhelmed right now. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm everything. But let's talk about this baby because oh my god guys, I am so impressed with the quality of the palette. I feel like just overall it's such a beautiful palette that you can create so many looks with. I mean, today, this is kind of like a very wearable kind of everyday kind of look that I created with this palette. But you can create very creative, out there kind of looks with this palette. Like you have some pops of color, glitters, like something for pretty much everybody. And that's what I love about this palette, is that it's very, you know, it's for everybody. Whether you like neutral tones, whether you like more kind of like, you know, muted kind of colors, I feel like you have it in this palette. And that's just awesome, you know, like the fact that you have pretty much everything you need in this palette. I'm really happy with the fact that I purchased it. I knew it since I saw it that, you know, she came out with this. I knew that I was gonna like love it from the beginning, just because it just, the colors really called out to me. And someone's going ham on fireworks right now. I don't know why. Like,
Is there something special going on that I'm not aware of?
anyways, so yeah, I'm super happy. If you guys were thinking about getting it, they're still going ham with the fireworks. Y'all done? Okay. I would definitely recommend it, because I'm definitely gonna get a lot of use out of this palette. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it for this video. Oh my god. I'm so happy. I can't wait to create more looks, because again, like I said, today I created some bomb ass looks. But I mean, like, look at how many colors are in this palette. Just, if you guys want to see like a video on like swatches of every single shade, you guys can definitely go ahead and check out Kathleen's video. When she like released it, she pretty much swatched all of the shades. So I'll link her video down below if you want to check that out, because I was not gonna do that. I already had enough with the fact that I was gonna be doing 2 looks. Like, that was gonna be too much, and the video would have been like 1,000 years long. So yeah. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and give it a like if you liked it. And anything else that you guys would like me to review, like any other eyeshadow palettes or makeup, anything else that really like you guys are like, hey, is it good? Like, should I get it? Should I not? Let me know in the comments, and I'll get back to you. Again, like I said, I should be back on track with my videos. But thank you so much if you're still here. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one.